to know the definition of kalam. Somebody will tell me, no, brother Zakir, I know this is a pen. So because I know this is a pen, I need not know the definition of a kalam, and I can say this is not a kalam. This logic is not correct. Most of the time it may be correct, but not always. For you to say this is not a kalam, you have to know the definition of kalam. Only by knowing this is a pen, your answer saying that this is not a kalam because I know this is a pen, your answer sometimes may be wrong, sometimes may be right. Because kalam means in Arabic and Urdu a pen. Kalam in Arabic means pen, kalam in Urdu also means pen. So if you did not know the definition of kalam, you say, no, this is not kalam, this is a pen. That is the reason logically for you to say this is not a kalam, you should know the definition of kalam. You may know this is a pen, but the moment you come to know kalam and pen are same, then you will not say this is not a kalam. Then you say yes, this is a kalam. Therefore, to say so and so thing doesn't exist, you should know the definition of so and so. So similarly, when an atheist says God does not exist, first thing I ask him, what is the definition of God? If he doesn't know the definition of God, he cannot say God doesn't exist. You know why? The atheist, he sees around himself that the God the other people are worshipping, that God requires to eat, that God requires rest, that God requires sleep, the God requires help, the God that can die. He says, I don't believe in such a God. Maybe having parents who are religious, maybe having friends who are religious, but his mind, his logic doesn't accept that how can someone who requires to eat like me, someone who requires to sleep like me, someone who requires rest like me, that person can be God. How can a person be a God who requires help? How can a person be a God who can die? So that's the reason he says, I do not believe in God. For example, if someone tells me, I do not believe in Islam, which is the religion of terrorism. I do not believe in Islam, which is a religion against human rights. I do not believe in Islam, which is a religion which is against the rights of women. I do not believe in Islam, which is an illogical religion. I do not believe in Islam, which is an unscientific religion. I tell him, even I do not believe in Islam if it is a religion of terrorism. Even I do not believe in Islam if it is a religion against human rights. Even I do not believe in Islam if it's a religion against the rights of women. Even I do not believe in Islam if it's an illogical religion. Even I don't believe in Islam if it's an unscientific religion. But I know the correct concept of Islam. What he's doing, he's rejecting the false concept of Islam, which is propagated by the media. This person, this non-Muslim, he's against the pseudo-Islam. The Islam which is spread by the media, which is not the correct definition of Islam. I will tell him, but I know Islam. That's the reason I believe in Islam, which is a religion against terrorism. And one verse of the Quran is sufficient to prove my point. It's mentioned in the Quran in Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse number 32. That if anyone kills any other human being, unless it be for murder or for spreading corruption in the land, it is as though he has killed the whole of humanity. And if anyone saves a single human being, it is as though he has saved the whole nation. So Quran says if any human being, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, kills any other innocent human being, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, it is as though he has killed the whole of humanity. And if any human being saves any other human being, it is as though he has saved the whole of nation. This one verse of the Quran is sufficient to prove